What's up? Hey, you guys. We are back live. Haven't been live in forever, i.e., since Wednesday. What's up, you guys? How are you? What is up? I am vibing onto some music to get us in the mood because today's video is going to be so freaking. Oh my god, I forgot to put my dog up. Great. Totally forgot. But what is up, you guys? Hey. As you guys are entering, put your first name, where you're from, and something about your business in the comment section. Today, y'all can already see what we're coming with today. Y'all can see the title of the video. Y'all can see where we're on. Okay, we're on some deep stuff today, and I'm super excited to get into this conversation. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Comment, let me know. Comment, let me know what's going on. Let's see. I have not been live since Wednesday. So ready to bring the heat. I'm ready to bring the heat. I'm a little stuffy, but it ain't gonna stop us. Okay, it's not gonna stop us. Okay, so I wish I could let me see if I can turn down the music because I'm vibing with it. I really am. Oh look, okay. Can y'all still hear me well? Can y'all still hear me? Somebody please help me. Let me know. Let me see. Can y'all still hear me well? Can y'all still hear the music? I'm really vibing with the music. Okay. Let me tell y'all something about me and my live videos. Okay. First and foremost, what's up? My name is Andrea. If you guys are new to me, hi. I'm so glad you're freaking here. And what I love about live videos is the fact that I get to interact with you guys back and forth. Like, it's not just a regular video where I'm sitting here. Oh, y'all like my nails, by the way? I'm just calm down. Anyway, where I'm just sitting here just talking to you guys. Hey, it's a video where we can interact with each other. I can call out you guys' names. You guys can ask me real life questions. We can literally have a whole live conversation. What's up, Miss Frida? Hello. Baby girl Dina, hello. What's up? So I like that it's actually a conversation and a dialogue. Hey Ashley, yes, thank you guys. Let me pop y'all's comments even up on the screen. Hey, welcome. I'm glad you're here. You said you're new. Haven't started a business yet. That is okay. We're gonna talk about some purpose stuff today because it's just in my spirit. It's okay, and I'm excited about it. So yeah, if you guys are new here, what's up? My name is Andrea, and today we are diving into the fact that God has already done his part. Like, what are you waiting for to do yours? Okay, we're gonna talk about that and what that looks like. Okay, so let's just go ahead and hop in. Let me see if I can turn the music down just a little bit more. Oh Lord, I don't even know how to get out of this. Let me see. Ooh, I done paused it. I don't even know what I did last time to be. There it is. Okay, perfect. So let me know if y'all ever have issues hearing me. Okay, please. Okay, so here's the thing. One of the things I want to talk about today is just purpose overall, and I really want this to just be just a conversation, like back and forth, because I've seen it so many times. The fact that I'm like, do you know? Like, I was having a conversation with a friend this weekend, and I was telling her, I was like, what is the main thing people tell you that you're really, really good at, and why haven't you really ran into that area yet? Why haven't you explored it a little bit more? Like, if she's really, really good at fashion, really good at style, I'm like, that's not like your natural gifting. Usually, is something that you may not even realize. You see what I'm saying? Like, it may take somebody else saying, yo, you're really good at marketing, or you're really good at style, or you're really good at cooking, for you to be like, oh shoot, like I am, and maybe I need to monetize that or do something with it. Now, not every obviously hobby is something to monetize, but you can look to see like which ones are. And so that's what I was trying to talk to her about, because I'm like, girl, like you are really, really good at style. And I know a lot of people who have even style programs that teach other people how to style, or whatever that is. Because for me, I'm funny enough, I'm not the most stylish person. Like, I am working on that. Like, it's one of those things I have to literally work on, but it does not come natural to me at all. And I really have to think about it to make sure that, okay, is this the look I'm going for? What do I pair with this? Ooh, what shoe? I don't even know how to wear a shoe. Like, there's a lot of things go into that. So anyway, we were talking about that this weekend. We were talking about purpose. We were talking about just just things that it's like, how can you monetize the things that God has naturally gifted you at and naturally called you to? Okay, so you guys know my channel is really based business, marketing, growth strategies for your business and things like that. So that's what we're talking about today. to jump in. And as you guys can tell, I'm a big believer in purpose. Okay, it's one of like our brand pillars here. It's one of our core values here, along with growth, along with family, along with so like integrity and honesty, and so many of the things that we have as core values here, and for me, especially within my channel, within my business as well. And so let me turn off the music, y'all. So just in case I look back at this and I'm like, they couldn't even hear me, my bad. But so like I said, I'm a huge person for purpose, because I feel like purpose is so doggone important. Okay. Also, if you guys are joining in, put your first name and something about you or your business in the comment section. This is a live video. This is not a pre-recorded video. I am literally live right now, and I wanted to be sure to do this. That way I can talk with you guys back and forth, and it's an actual conversation. So I wanted to ask you guys a question is, what do you feel like God has called you to? What do you feel like your purpose is? Okay, comment that in the comment section for me. There's no wrong answers, and I can already see y'all on this live, so go ahead and comment. I see y'all are here, so comment on the live, comment in the comment section, because I want to start this conversation with you guys. But like, I wanted to ask you guys too a question of like, could you imagine what the world would look like if everybody was walking in their purpose? How many businesses would exist? How many brands would be out there? How much content would be out there? How many people like would have not just settled for anything in life, and would actually have gone for what God had for them in life too? You see what I'm saying? There's so many things. I'm like, what if everybody was walking in their purpose? What if, like, if God placed a business in your heart, you actually went after it and not just treated it as a hobby? You see what I'm saying? Like, what if that was the case? Okay, what would that look like? And most people are okay with just kind of sitting around and like working a job that they're tolerating, but they're not in love with, and they know that their purpose is within their business, but they don't know how to grow it. They don't know how to get to where it needs to be. Okay, and actually deeply down, they're not okay with that. They just kind of convince themselves that they're okay with that. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, Jacoby, you said, I'm still praying and seeking God over my purpose. I strongly feel that He is going to have me speaking to people. Absolutely, like absolutely. What I always tell people too is, I'm like, listen, our job is to bring glory to God. Is to love God and love people. That's our goal, and how we do that are through different like mediums, different channels. You know what I mean? Like, so you're 100% right. He is going to have you speaking to people. Now the next thing is to figure out like, what is going to be having you speaking about specifically, or speaking to specific? You see what I'm saying? Like, is it young women? Is it young men? Is it young women who have been incarcerated? Like, what are those different things that it could have been? Or homeless people, or what would be your area? So of course, I 100% recommend that you continue to keep praying about that. But I just was thinking about this the other day. I'm just like, what if everybody was walking their purpose? What if people were not afraid of going after what God called them to? What if people realized that yes, it was going to be hard, but also that it was going to be worth it? You see what I'm saying? Like, I would much rather fall flying than to stay planted on the ground. That means I never got up. And I was telling my friend the other day, I was like, I would rather see somebody flailing on social media or flailing on a live video than just not see you at all. Do you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So it's like one of those things where I'm like, how can you make forward movement? How can you like get up and actually run towards what God has really called you to? I see so many people who are stuck where they are for so many reasons, because they're just like, they don't know what to do. They don't know what their next step is. You see what I'm saying? And so my thing is like, I always say this. I'm like, listen, stop playing small on social media if God is giving you the business God is giving you. Okay? Like, you have to be showing up. You need to be showing up. You should want to be showing up. Because if you knew that there were people out here, literally, when I tell you, probably half our clients that have worked with us have been kind of like ghost followers who haven't said a word, who have not been super engaging at all. They just all of a sudden pop up when I know they haven't all of a sudden popped up. And when I look at it, I'm like, okay, she was on the email list. She also was on, following me on social media for a while. Like, and I look back and I'm like, look at the people who are actually been following. Look at the people who have actually been there when I didn't think anybody was looking. Do you see what I'm saying? So my thing is like, even though you may not think right now that anybody cares or anybody's looking or anybody needs what you have to sell, what if they are and they're just quiet? When I tell you, I usually make buying decisions very quietly. I usually do. And if I have a question for the coach or if I have a question for the person, sure, I'll reach out one time. But most likely, I'm kind of just like in the background, like looking at their content, looking at what they're putting out, looking at their viewpoint, looking at like their beliefs. looking at so many different things. And so I say all that to say is it's very important that if you know God has called you to the business that God has called you to, for you to be showing up consistently, making sure that you're making that business seen. Like if you just because you build it does not mean people are gonna come. That is not what that means. They're not. Like that. If you think about it, it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. How would people just come if they don't even know you exist? You see what I'm saying? So there's that. Darlene, you said, yeah, still on the journey and finding my purpose. And let me say this too, because I feel like purpose is like this big nebulous thing that we hear a lot of Christian people talk about and just Christians in general talk about. It's yes, hey Alyssa. But yeah, it's like this big like nebulous thing when it's like sometimes it's like, what are you good at? That's what I was like walking my friend through this week, and I'm like, what are you good at? I can tell you what you're good at. And usually it takes other people to say, yo, you are really good at baking. You're really good at, you're a really good coach. You're really good. You know, there's so many different things that you can be really good at, but you don't even realize that's in there. You're a really good motivator. You're a really good person that can help people get through tough decisions in their lives. You know what I mean? You'd be a really good life coach. You see what I'm saying? So there's so many different things where it's like, that's why also it's so important to have really good people in your corner so that you have people actually like encouraging you and pushing you to the thing that you are called to do. And that's where it comes into the business realm of what we're talking about today. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Are y'all vibing with me? Let me know. Comment. Let me know. My nose is getting so stuffed up. So here we go. Here we go. Another thing too is I see that most people have amazing businesses, you guys, and are remaining as a hidden entrepreneur because they will not get over their fear. Will not get over their freaking fear of imposter syndrome, of what if I do this? And here's my thing. I was telling her, again, this is all kind of based on what me and my friend's conversation, but I was telling her, I was like, listen, you don't have a fear of failure. You don't. You don't. You have a fear of public failure. That's the difference. Do y'all see what I'm saying? So it's not just the fact that it's like, oh, I'm just afraid to start. Okay, why? If you were doing it and nobody saw it, if you were doing it and nobody ever found out, whether it went good or bad, would you still have the fear of starting it? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Because then nobody else would know you failed except for you. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have fear. And also sometimes it's like a self-shame thing. Like, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I knew this wasn't going to work. Oh, and it's like you're looking for reasons to prove to yourself why it's not going to work instead of looking on the other side of it and saying, why would this work? How can this work? You see what I'm saying? Instead of being like, oh, well, it's not going to work. Well, right. If you have that type of mindset, yeah, no, it's not. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to believe in it. You have to see it. You can't expect to get clients and customers for your business if you don't even believe in your own product or service. You can't. It doesn't work. Like, what? So, anyway, that's something I want to talk about, as well as just when I tell you guys, so many people, again, like I said, are staying stuck in self-sabotage. And let me know if you guys have struggled with any of this stuff. If you stay stuck in self-sabotage, if you stay stuck in imposter syndrome, if you stay stuck in fear what other people are going to think, if you stay stuck in, come on, help me name them. Y'all know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And it's like, what is on the other side of that? That's my real question. What is on the other side of that? And the answer is literally infinite. There's so many things on the other side of that. But we're like some people are just so afraid of just going after and just trying it. Oh, but what if I fail? Then it didn't work. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, take out the like grandiose, if that's even a word, the huge thing of like, but what if I fail? Okay. Then it didn't work. And you're gonna move on to the next thing. Or you're gonna try it again in a different way. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not like this like big nebulous thing. In our coaching program, Infinite Audience, we just had a last month we did like challenge, and it was a pretty intense challenge. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't like an easy challenge. Okay, it was like every single day they were posting based on certain prompts that we gave them within the challenge. And I will say something, I was so freaking proud of them because I knew deep down, based on other conversations I've had with some of them, that they were afraid to post what they were going to post within this challenge. They were afraid of showing up on live video. They were afraid of doing so many things. But I'm like, the one thing that can get you over that hump It's actually just doing it. It's taking that action. You see what I'm saying? Like whenever I was in a content funk, I just stayed in that content funk. But the moment I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm in this content funk and I ain't even posting nothing. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, and because I realized that, I was like, Andrea, then create some content and post it. When I did that, my content funk was over. Yes, Alyssa, she's in the program. She said she's not lying. It helped us though. It did. The whole point is, I'm like, and I tell people in the program, I'm like, my job is not to necessarily make you feel comfortable. My job is to help you move forward. It's to help you grow. So I am gonna push you a little hard. You see what I'm saying? I am gonna help you see what I've seen within you this entire time, that you may just needed the flashlight kind of showing on that certain part of you that we've all been seeing. Do you see what I'm saying? So you can show up in your full power. So you can show up for your business. You can show up for what God has called you to do. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the challenge that we were talking about is called the Your Story Power Challenge. You can visit the hashtag over on Instagram. If you visit the hashtag, you'll see all the different posts tagged there. And it was a cool challenge because it helped us peel back layers of vulnerability. It helped us peel back so many things that I feel like we were not sharing. Okay? And it's one of those things where I'm like, content is like also this like nebulous thing of like, oh, I just need to post content. No, you don't. You need to post strategic content, like very strategic content. You need to post it right. Now, don't get it confused. I am not saying post it perfectly. I'm saying post your content. It does not need to be perfect content. Okay? Sometimes it don't even need to be great content, to be very honest. Sometimes it can be just as candid as this freaking live video right now, with cords hanging around in the back, my books flipped over the wrong way, something over, 2 deodorant cans up here, whatever the heck that is. So it's like, stop feeling like you have to be perfect within your content too, but then also know that if you are not going to run paid ads, if you're not doing that right now, which I don't recommend if you don't have your content, if you don't have your organic content nailed down, I don't recommend you do that. So if you're not running ads, you need to be showing up on social media. It establishes your authority. It establishes your expertise. It pops you up in front of people that you would never know or have met before. Like I told you guys. And the other thing too is, just because you're not seeing the vanity metrics, just because you're not seeing the likes and the comments and the subscribers coming, blah, blah, does not mean your content is not working. You see what I'm saying? That's not what that means. Like I said, half of the clients within the program or that have been through the program, I had never had a conversation with before it came to like the enrollment process. I didn't even know they were out there looking at my content. I had no idea. So that's why consistency is also a big thing too. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, consistency is huge. So I want to know from you guys, because I've been talking a lot. I want to know from you guys, like, what are some things you feel like have been holding you back from like the purpose within your business? What are some things that have been holding you back? That can be within content creation. That can be within creating a marketing plan for your business. That can be within so many other things. Within showing up, like I just said, content. Within like showing up on live video, or so many within selling. That's a whole extra thing. Is learning the power of selling. Let me just go into that really quick, but I want you guys to comment. What are some things you guys are struggling with? When it comes to, and here's really quick before I get into selling. Somebody remind me. I'm gonna come back to selling because I'm gonna forget. Okay. What I wanted to say really quick is, one of the questions I always get asked is like, okay, well, you want us to do live videos, or you recommend live videos, but what if nobody shows up? What if I ask somebody to post something in the comment section and nobody comments? Okay, and then they don't comment. Like, I think it's one of those things that we have to kind of take the stigma off of the vanity metric stuff, you guys. Like, it's one of those things where I just see it so many times. Like, you don't know who is watching. Especially with a live video, I'm like, y'all, this is going to be posted, and then people can go back and rewatch this thing. So even though there may right now live only be like 12 to 13 people on this live video right now, there's so many people that are going to watch this on the live. You see what I'm saying? So I said that to say is that, again, it's not a fear of failure. It's a fear of public failure. And if you can kind of get to the point where you're like, listen, I am going to go fear with you in the gone, in the trunk, in the passenger seat. I don't care at this point, but we're going. We're not stopping anymore. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you know God has called you for something big, why the heck are you playing so small? That is my question. And whatever the answer is, let's get to the root of that. And let's really find like what the true thing is. Why are you playing so small with something God is giving you? Like, I feel like so many times we're out here like, I'm just gonna pray about it. I'm like, listen, ain't nothing wrong with prayer. We better be praying. Prayer is my secret sauce. If y'all ever wondered, prayer is my secret. Prayer is my secret sauce. Okay, I will be nowhere without God. Will be nothing without God, and I 100% and humbly know that 100%. But what I will say is that if you look at every person within the Bible, there was some act they had to do to get what God promised them. You see what I'm saying? The Israelites wasn't just like delivered and picked up and dropped in the freaking promised land. A lot of them didn't even make it. You see what I'm saying? Majority of them didn't make that. Like, that's wild. And so it's like there was something that was promised to the promised land. Like, there was something that was promised to them, but they didn't make it. So imagine if that was like, if that is synonymous with your life. And I'm not claiming that over any of you guys at all. But my thing is, like, if you do not take the action, you cannot expect the result. And I'm saying this so strongly because this was me. And I used to feel like, oh my God, I know I'm called for bigger things. I know I'm this, I know, like, all this stuff. And I knew I was called for something bigger. But for some reason, I couldn't figure out how to get there. And it was frustrating. It was just like, ugh. That's how it was for me. And I also realized that I wasn't taking the action I needed to take to get where I wanted to go. Like, where you are right now is a result of decisions you made weeks, months, or years ago. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like, just sitting there and praying about it, like, you need to pray for some action. Pray for some discipline. Pray for the right things, okay? God has already given you the doggone vision. You see what I'm saying? God has already given you that. You were born with, like, a lot of stuff that you really already needed and you already have. So how do you utilize that? How do you, of course, pray along the way? God, help me with this next step. Help me with this next thing. Help me with this next client. Like, of course, you're praying through all of it 100%. But there is a moment where you need to switch your prayers to say, God, what is something that I need to do? What are you waiting on me for? Okay? Not, God, now can you please bring the next client? He's like, but bro, you won't even hop on no sales call. You won't even post content. How am I supposed to bring a client to you? Like, there's some action that you have to take. Okay? God gave Noah the exact instructions of how to create the ark. But yet Noah had to create the ark. Do you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, gave him the time period, gave him how many animals, you know what I mean? Like, all that stuff. But he had to take the action. And so my question for you right now is, what action are you delaying that is pausing you? Do you see what I'm saying? That's keeping you from what you're trying to go for. Ooh, good question. Hey, Leah. You said another question or comment. Do you think it would be wise to utilize TikTok and YouTube to build a business? I've been debating whether I'm starting YouTube since I'm already on TikTok. Here's what I will say about that. I love TikTok, but I also believe it doesn't have to be either or. I'll be very honest with you. So kind of how our content ladder goes is there's YouTube number one, Instagram is number second. Is number two for us for multiple reasons. Because here's what I will say about YouTube. YouTube is the number one platform for your business to be on. So that's what I will say, 100%. So if you have to choose between one or the other, I would choose YouTube. But if you could do both, I would do both. Do you see what I'm saying? But I would 100% prioritize YouTube. And let me tell you why. YouTube is the number one platform for rewarding their creators for creating content. Bigger than that, YouTube is a search engine. Search engine, not with the D on it. It's a search engine. And so here's my thing with that. Why would you not put your content? Why would you not put your business on a platform that people can literally search what they're needing, search their problem, and then your video shows up as a solution? You see what I'm saying? So when I say that, because you have to think overall, now that person is now being qualified. Your content is qualifying that person for your product or service, whatever you're going to pitch them eventually. That person now knows, like, and trust you too. Because you're showing up, you're creating content. They're vibing with you through your content that they're watching at 12 a.m. that you created 2 years ago. You see what I'm saying? And so my thing is, like, if you look at if the better platform 100% is YouTube, hands down. Hands down, says hands down, okay? But of course, TikTok is bomb. I love me some TikTok. I love me some Reels. You see what I'm saying? So I think if you can do both, I would definitely recommend you do both. If you only have to choose one, I would choose YouTube all day. Okay. So yeah, but that's my opinion. You have to go based off of what you feel right as well. But I am saying the benefits. I feel like a lot of people know in their heart that YouTube is the best place for them to be for their business, but they're afraid. They're afraid, like, oh my God, well, what if I put all this work into a video and it don't even pop off? Okay. And then it didn't pop off. You're going to make another video and you can move on. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. In that video, I've had videos, you guys, go viral after years of being posted. Like a slow increase. I've had videos get to over 500,000 views after like 3 months of posting them. What other platform allows you to do that? Nobody, okay? But YouTube. Exactly. So, anyway, I know you didn't ask for all that, but there's my answer. There's my answer for you. So, yeah. I would definitely say YouTube is one of the best places for you to be for your business, 100%. Because, again, you're not having to pay for traffic. You're not. But, yeah, YouTube is putting your business in front of people every single day. Every single day. Your videos are being resurfaced. Okay? So, and we teach you how to, like, make sure you maximize that within the program, within our Infinite Audience program. We teach you how to maximize that to make sure that your videos are being found every single day. So, yeah. Yes. Yes, 100%. Come DM me over on Instagram. I would love to chat with you, okay? My Instagram is right there. So come DM me, Leah, over on Instagram. Let's kind of talk through that because I want to know, anybody else have any fears on starting YouTube? Any fears on like getting on camera? Any fears on any of that? I want to know. Like, comment that here. I know my girl Leah is not the only one over here stressing out about getting on YouTube 100%. Like, I know it can seem like a lot. And to be honest, though, what content piece is not a lot, if I'm going to be honest with you. But it's one of those things, like, once you get the hang of it, it works. And also, starting by yourself is a different story. You starting, like, if you were to start when you're within our program, you're going to be literally 5 times ahead if you try to do it by yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because we have literally specific scripts, specific processes, specific walkthroughs of, like, how to create content, how to use influence and persuasion within your content. You see what I'm saying? To hook your viewer, to hook your person within there. You know what I mean? How to use biblical-based principles within your business, within your content to attract the right people to your business. Okay? So yeah, that's my spiel. Dash, stop. You're gonna eat my rice off the floor. Yuck. No, Baba. So here's my thing. It is our job to, I'm about to get deep for a minute, so just, here we go, okay. It is our job to be sure that we are stewarding what God has left in our hands, what God has placed in our hands. Because I'm not going to say left like he's, here you go, bye. No, he's still there. He's still with us, walking with us. But my thing is, like, how do we be sure we are stewarding what God has given us? Okay? If God is giving you a business, and that business is designed to help people, but yet you're afraid of selling, how can you get help with selling? First and foremost, you can join our program, which is a marketing and sales program, okay? And we can help you. But my thing is, like, on the other side of your fear, there are people waiting for your obedience. There are other people waiting, okay? Like, think about all the things we have. Think about all the things, like this microphone I'm with, and this camera, and it's like all these different things that I have. That was somebody's idea, it was somebody's brain thing. It wasn't just something that just popped up in the universe. That's not what happened. Like, there's so many things that I'm like, I'm so thankful for my first business coach. Because of her, yes, I've been able to help so many people, thousands of people. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like one of those things where it's like, how can your yes open the doors for other people? And the reason why I say that is because sometimes we can't do it for ourselves. We're too nervous to do it for ourselves, but we can do it for other people. So how can, if you are afraid, how can you take that fear and flip that thing? And if you can't do it for yourself, how can you do it for us? How can you do it for the other people who are on the other side of your obedience, other side of your business? Your business is not just there to kind of collect dust. Not around here. Okay, maybe other places, but no ma'am, no sir. Okay? Woo! So yeah, I feel like I look like I'm in theater with this shirt on. It's cute whenever I stand up. So in case y'all was wondering. Whatever. But it's our job, you guys, and God is doing his part. And how many more times are you gonna ask God to show you the way when he's like, again, show you the way again? Or like, you know what I mean? Like when it's like, yo, what? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So here's another thing, you guys. There's action you have to take. So I want you to just think it over tonight, or if it's morning time, wherever you are, think it over. What is an action step that I can take to get me to the next level of where I need to go? It doesn't have to be no big monumentous, I need to go make $1 million. That too, yes. I agree and align with you 100%. But what would be the small action step you need to take? Well, I need to update my content calendar. Boom, that's it. What is one thing, one action step that you can take today to be sure that you are walking in your purpose? And here's another thing I want to say too. Write down somewhere why you do what you do. Write down somewhere why you do what you do. Like us creating businesses, us having brands is crazy. Okay? It is. It really is. We are doing the absolute most to serve other people. So in that sense, obviously, to me, crazy doesn't have a bad connotation. I watch Transformation Church and we in crazy of faith right now. So it's one of those things where it's like it's wild. So one, how can you get in community with people who understand where you're trying to go, so that when you invest in a coaching program that may be over your budget, or maybe like, oh my God, it's kind of going to stretch me a bit, but I know I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? How can you have people in your corner that's like, yes, sis, do it. Do it. I am so grateful for the people who were in my corner when I invested in my first business coach. I was so scared. I was so nervous. But that one decision completely changed my life and completely changed my business. Do you see what I'm saying? So I want you guys to think through that. Think through that, okay? And if you want to come DM me over on Instagram, okay? It's right here. So yes, you guys. So my question for you to leave you guys with, and comment any questions you guys have as well in the comment section. We're gonna get to those in a second if you guys have them. But my question for you is your business okay, if I can talk, is your business a vision from God, or is it a vision from you? And if it's a vision from God, then why are you playing so freaking small? Okay? I want to know. I want you guys to comment that. And how can you make sure that you change that? How can you today decide, God, I know you put this business in my heart. I know you put the vision in my head. I see the other people on the other side. You see what I'm saying? God, give me the discipline. Give me the wherewithal. Give me the knowledge. Give me the coaching that I need. You know what I mean? To get to the other side. So anyway, my nose is starting to act up. So I'm about to go. But what questions do you guys have? I see y'all's likes. Thank you so much. What questions do y'all have? I know I kind of went in on y'all for a minute, but because I love you. That's why. Ain't nothing personal. So yeah, what questions do you guys have? Look at Bubba. Hi. Oh Lord. No, sorry, I cannot. Why is he staring at me like this? This is really creepy. Anyway, you guys, okay. Oh, yes, you have to trust God 100%. 100%, you guys. Yes, I'm just joining, so I'm catching up. Listen, you got time to catch up, okay? You have time. What questions do you guys have about business? What questions do you guys have about what we talked about purpose, about running after what God has called you to, like about imposter syndrome? Dash, stop, dash, move away. What are you doing? Oh Lord. What questions do you guys have? Anything at all? Ask them. Feel free to ask them. If you guys don't feel comfortable, which I hope and pray that you do, because we like the block button around here, so that means there ain't a lot of crazies. Feel free to ask a question, but if you want to, you can also come DM me over on Instagram too, which is right there for you. So, okay, my loves. Yeah, come DM me over on Instagram if you guys have questions. Also, if you want to join us within our Infinite Audience program, Woo! Spots are going. Okay, so if you are ready to learn how to truly grow your business and use the power of YouTube to do so, and also have a crazy amount of fun doing it, come and join us. Okay, it is amazing. It's not just I'm gonna teach you YouTube. While that is a part of it, okay, I'm gonna teach you content strategies to help you. Ooh, we had a question. I'm gonna teach you content strategies in order to learn how to influence and persuade within your content to help your people more. Okay? Bigger than that, too, not bigger than that, it's on the same scale, is we're going to teach you specifically the whole funnel that we use within our business of how to take somebody from a viewer all the way to a client or customer. Okay, so that means the back end evergreen marketing system. That means your email lead in, your opt ins, all that stuff. We break that all the way down for you guys. Also, as a bonus, I teach you how to pitch brands and how to work with brands as an influencer since you're going to be having a YouTube channel. And that's something that we do within our channel too. So much within there. If you guys have questions, I want you to go to this link here on the screen right there, AndreaDenise.com/infinite. You're going to read through the page. If it resonates with you, I want you to apply and apply quickly. Okay? Apply quickly. Oh, sorry on my nose. How do you balance between building a brand as a Christian woman who has other priorities as well? I really try to look. I know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna be honest. Not everything is a priority at all times. Okay, my time with God is a priority all the time. Okay, like every day. That should and is a priority for me. But sorry, y'all, my nose is acting up. I would say balance is simply allowing for some things to be higher up sometimes and some things to be down here. So maybe it's season where you're like in the growth season of your business. Maybe it's time to focus on content creation. See what I'm saying? Maybe it's time to focus on your family life right now. There's going to be like this ebb and flow. So I have other priorities as well, but I am sure that I am prioritizing first my relationship with God, and then I'm prioritizing the money-making activities within my business. You see what I'm saying? I'm prioritizing the relationships that fill me up. So, and it's kind of ebb and flow. Every week is not the same. And actually, I enjoy that because I kind of bust out structure sometimes. If it's too structured or too locked in, I will bust out of that thing. And so I do like to have kind of ebb and flow based on like what I feel comfortable with. And so, yeah, does that kind of answer your question? It's kind of just like, we just do it. And what I do try to do every single week, which I'm going to do after this, literally right after this, when I get off of this, I'm planning out what I'm going to do for the week. I want to be sure I'm prioritizing money-making activities within business. I want to be sure I'm prioritizing content for you guys. I want to be sure I'm prioritizing my team and making sure they know what they're supposed to be doing and they feel like fully supported. So it's so many other things, but I also don't put too much pressure on myself either. I allow myself I allow myself to mess up. I allow myself to not have to be so rigid anymore. Like I don't time block anymore either. I do try to look. I do plan out my months based on like what the priorities are for that month. That's helpful. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this photo or of this comment, and we're gonna make a whole video about this because I think that's a great question. Boom, got it. And I'm gonna walk you guys through how I plan out like my months, so that way I am prioritizing certain things within my business. And then outside of that, I'm spending time with my boyfriend, I'm spending time with my dog, spending time with my family, like making sure my friends are good, stuff like that. So that's a very, very long answer. So, but I hope it kind of helped you. Okay, lovely. So my nose again is acting up. So come DM me if you guys have other questions. Like I promise you, I don't bite. Come DM me, please, if you have questions. If you're interested in joining the Infinite Audience program, again, check out the link right here on the screen. AndreaDenise.com/infinite. Enrollment does close on the 20th of November. So go ahead and get in. I know some of y'all late birds, but that's okay. But go ahead and get in. Spots will close either once we hit 10 applications, or once we hit, not applications, sorry. Once we hit 10 people within the program, or on November 20th, whichever one comes first. Hey, what's up? Welcome, welcome. We're just ending, so be sure you go ahead and check out the replay. So, anyway, you guys, I love you to the moon and back. I'm rooting for you guys, and you have everything within you right now to do everything that God has called you to do. Okay? So, I love you. If you have questions, come DM me over on Instagram. I'll see y'all later.